Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to SISI, the test server for EVE Online, and in today's video you can probably see that I can add a new character. I deleted one of them on the test server so I could create a new one and take a look at the new player experience. Now I'm a bit late with this because I gave it a go like around a week ago when it was first deployed on SISI, but I had like the black screen on undock problem, so it was definitely not the best time to give it a go. Still, let's create a new character. I'm going to go for Gallente. Why? I've already seen the Amar, Galdari and Minmatar ones working on the stream where CCP basically gives a bit of a preview. And it was in the Gallente one that I had the problem, so I definitely want to give that another go and test it out. So hopefully everything will work out this time. Gallente.
True democracy of New Eden, the Gallente Federation is a powerful and prosperous multicultural dominion that welcomes outsiders with open arms. Intolerant of closed societies, the Gallente are fierce defenders of personal and social liberties.
Yep, the democratic side of EVE Online. Let's press next, and that's just going to repeat. Okay. I'm going to take Jin Mei so that I can make a co-incorporated test character. So we're going to take Jin Mei, and I'm not going to... Oh, a bald one looks okay. Or can you randomize? Jin Mei, Gallente male. And okay, nothing. Clothing must be equipped. Okay, I will go to full body. Clothes. To layer. Oh, so that's a jacket. Can go like that. Grab some pants. And grab some of these boots maybe, and then I wear no, let's do these translucent ones because he's got bad eyesight, but somehow he's getting to become a capsuleer anyways. Looks good to me. Next, do I have to name him now? Yeah, name. All right, co-tester. Oh, let's do tester then. Check availability, and it's available, and then we press finalize. Okay, sounds good to me. And here we go. So this is what a new player should all be doing if they start on November 15 with the free-to-play stuff.
Captain, if you close my comms window for any reason, you will be able to recall it through the Operations Info panel by clicking Aura Tips. When you're ready to continue, click Next.
Okay, very first impression here, the slow zooming of the camera, which is something that they've added to the camera, is pretty cool. And it looked pretty beautiful, even though this is of course just a rookie ship. Let's press Next.
To orbit the view around your ship, hold down the left mouse button and move the mouse around.
So let's do that a little bit. There we go.
To zoom in or out, scroll.
There we go.
Let's test basic navigation functions. According to my logs, a Titan-type capital ship in your fleet was destroyed. It would be useful to locate that ship's wreckage and start navigating towards it. A Titan should be the biggest shipwreck that you will be able to find. To stop your ship, you should click the highlighted stop button.
Stop
Using
the
these
ship.
functions will help you explore the site. Exploration is a vital trade in New Eden.
Alright, stop the ship. There we go.
You've got to be kidding me. Is this a joke? My records are saying you haven't even graduated from flight school yet. Okay. Looks like you're all I've got to work with. Fine. But I need you to get moving. My sensor feed is indicating additional life signals near your location. Your convoy was transporting a critically important research team. If the information they have were to be retrieved by the drifters, it It would be a security disaster for the Federation. You need to survey the convoy wreckage for potential survivors.
Okay.
Captain, I have received faint signals from 3 survivors. To help determine the location of the signal, you should use the look and approach functions of your ship to get closer. Being close will allow you to see what's inside each wreck. To focus your camera on a piece of wreckage, right-click on the wreckage and select the Look At command. Look At is great for inspecting objects in space, but not for piloting. To reset your view, right-click in space and select Look at My Ship.
Okay.
Next, right-click on the wreckage and select the Approach command.
Oh, so it wants us
You
to
need
do
to
it
get
like
close
that.
to the wreckage to extract the survivors, but remember to stop your ship when you are beside the wreckage.
Couldn't you have just gone straight for the wheel?
To transfer everything from their cargo hold to your own, move your mouse pointer over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button. A radial menu will appear.
There.
Select Open Cargo to view the contents, and then press the Loot All button.
Loot all.
After you have clicked the Loot All button, you should close the inventory window using the X in the corner. It's best practice to close windows when you are finished using them.
Okay. Close your inventory window. Didn't I do that? Like the ship. Close. No? Alright, inventory. Close. Alright, not sure what went wrong there, but
I'm receiving signals
managed to
that
do
indicate
it.
The next survivor is located in the highlighted wreckage. Right-click on the wreckage and select Approach.
So I would rather use the radial menu. I would have just started using that straight from the start, but
To transfer
it's
the
still
next survivor
doable.
to your ship, you should repeat the same steps as before. Move your mouse pointer over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button. A radial menu will appear. Select Open Cargo to view the contents and then press the Loot All button.
Roger that. So now we're heading for the second Dominic's wreck here. And at this point you should probably notice the strange glowy effect, and you may be wondering, well, what the hell is happening here? So we'll get the bubble explained in a little bit. Then we press Loot All. My inventory window is gone automatically,
Excellent,
so
Captain. My scanners indicate one more survivor. Approach the highlighted wreckage.
and right, helpful tips here. Let's approach it.
You should now transfer the last survivors to your ship. Don't forget to close the inventory windows after you have finished.
Right, so let's go. Let's afterburn towards it just so I can speed it up a little bit. And manage your skills. I think, well, I just started a new character, so this was zooming. This is something that was drawing a little bit of attention here, but for now, let's just follow the steps one by one. Loot all. Professor Tannen.
I am Professor Tannen from the Sisters of Eve research team. Thank you for saving my life. The attack was complete carnage. Thousands were killed. Our research on drifter strikes indicates they will likely return to this location to retrieve any survivors. And not for good. I believe the drifters want those survivors for invasive information extraction. It's very invasive. Such information is classified and of great value to the Empire, but since my survival depends on you, I am entrusting you with this.
Okay.
Fruit. Honestly, I thought you'd be so much cooling scrap and gas by now. Yeah, here you are with our top research scientist in your ship. I'll let you in on a little secret. The scientists you just recovered may have information about the source of this incursion. This means it's now a top priority to get you and your vessel home safely. The only problem is, the drifters will be looking to rip anything living out of your ship and bring it back to who knows where. We don't know what happens to the survivors, but let's just say there's little hope they'll respect anyone's personal space. I doubt you noticed, but the drifters raised some sort of warp disruption field around your location. This means you can't warp out. You're stuck. However, the generator of this field will be close by. Locate and destroy it, and you'll be free to leave. Good luck.
Right.
Captain, in your ship's overview, you can see what your ship's scanners are picking up around you. Find your warp disruption generator in the ship's overview. Then hold down the left mouse button on the generator and click Approach on the radial menu.
So now they want us to use the radial menu when I'm more inclined to use the selected items window, but okay.
To lock your weapon system on the generator, hold down your left mouse button on the generator and select Lock Target on the radial menu.
There we go.
While engaging, the optimal flight path is to orbit your target. This enables you to move while firing, making it difficult for your enemy's weapon systems to track you. Move your mouse over the generator and hold down the left mouse button to open the radial menu. Then select the Orbit command.
And here we go.
Excellent. You are in the optimal position. I suggest you fire your primary weapon.
So I do like how at this point, after the first few approaches, the emphasis is on the radial menu because it is extremely handy. So that's very nice. Next up we get a lovely explosion, one of the new effects. Just looks really good. Boom, look at that, beautiful.
You've removed one irritation. Good. There's a problem though. The drifters deployed a second warp disruption generator. They must be really excited to keep you around. So you're going to have to... Oh, wait a second. We're out of time. Recruit. Looks like you're about to get your opportunity to fight for the Federation. The drifters use Seekers as scouts and raiders, and one just warped in. You need to take it out. Aura, fire up the combat routines. Our recruit needs your help. We can't afford to lose the trainee now.
Captain, I need you to remain calm. You are flying a corvette fitted with a civilian-class weapon system and a civilian afterburner for rapid maneuvering. This gives you a significant chance of success when pitted against a single Seeker. Just like with the generator, locate the Circadian Seeker on your overview and select Approach from the radial menu. To lock your weapon system on the Seeker, hold down your left mouse button on it and select Lock Target from the radial menu.
There we go. I'm half shields, hurry up.
Please orbit and engage the Circadian Seeker now. Move your...
Destroy the Seeker.
Now it's time to engage your weapons, Captain.
Have to look at it. Haha, there we go. And this is very cool as well, of course. You have low enough DPS that you can actually see the armor damage effects. So my first time I did this with an existing character. It basically one-shot these. And so this does look a lot more beautiful. Look at that. Awesome.
Well done, recruit. Your first kill. You were flying solo. This kind of combat experience is essential for defending the liberties of the Federation. Alright, on to the backup warp What? Wait, seems the drifters are determined to get a hold of you, recruit. Another one of their Seekers is warped in.
Captain, let's see what you have learned. Can you take out the second Seeker with mid... Now select Lock Target on the Seeker. Don't forget... It's time to engage. Fire your weapons.
Firing gun.
When you've defeated the Seeker, you should stop your ship.
I'm running out of shields here, Aura. Do I catch up to him? Yes, we're finally hitting him. There we go. I'm actually in armor. Interesting. Now he's taking good damage. Boom.
Good work, Captain. You can explore the Seeker wrecks to see if they left anything behind. Move your mouse over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button. A radial menu will appear. Select Open Cargo to view the contents, and then click the Loot All button. Remember to get close.
How did he like that taste of freedom? I appreciate your determination, recruit, so I'm sure you'll handle what I'm about to tell you. We've been shadowing a squadron of drifter battleships. They've changed course for your location. It doesn't matter how much of a natural you are with that railgun, you can't take on a normal battleship and a corvette, let alone drifter tech battleships. They will crush you and cast your vote into a black hole. Destroy the secondary warp disruption generator immediately. Let's hope no more Seekers turn up. You have a narrowing window.
Approach the backup generator.
Captain, to reach the generator faster, you should activate the highlighted afterburner module. This module enables you to trade your ship's capacitor power for speed, allowing you to reach the generator faster.
Okay,
When you
so
are close to the generator, you should lock target.
I think... Can I... this is probably a bit confusing that they didn't add the step here in the operations panel. But as long as it doesn't cause a conflict, we're good, I guess.
After
Orbit.
locking target on the generator, you should orbit.
There we go. And then destroy.
Activate your primary weapon to destroy the generator.
So there we go. Another shot. Doesn't have armor visuals. My ship does though. A little bit of damage, which is pretty nice.
Recruit, listen carefully, because you've run out of time here. A drifter battleship squadron has warped to your location. By destroying the generator, you've removed the warp disruption field that shrouded the site. Taking on this drifter force will be a pointless waste of your life and
Run
freedom.
away.
Not to mention those survivors, which Federal intelligence needs to debrief. Report to headquarters with your vessel and precious cargo now.
Here they are. Actually, black-looking drifter
Captain,
battleships.
Your ship is fitted with a warp drive, which is capable of bending space and time in order to efficiently displace you toward your destination. I have overridden the ship's clearance system to give you full access to the drive. Find your HQ highlighted in the overview. Hold down your left mouse button and select Dock on the radial menu. You do not want to face these giant drifter ships by yourself.
Okay, and dock at home station. Locate your home station and select dock. The real thing is, how do you know that this is your home station? Or you could also warp out and dock to HQ, press dock.
Warp drive
So
active.
that does work, but pointing just on the overview makes it a little difficult, especially if it doesn't say home station here. I mean, I think at first you would take these instructions so literally that this could actually be a problem. But the second option in the operations panel should be a good option. Honestly, I'm sort of expecting in the help channel to get this question: how do I find my home station in the overview? And so it should maybe say it's described as a square or just as a station or something like that. But you're not going to look for it by hovering over just the icon. So that's maybe a little confusing. We'll see if I'm right or not on day one of the expansion. I think it could be interesting to spend some time in the help channel
Welcome
then.
to the Gallente Federation Academy. Plenty of elite capsuleers began their journey here, going on to expand Federation influence across New Eden. Now, to our current situation. It turns out the Sisters of Eve research team had zeroed in on the whereabouts of the drifters. And get this, it is some sort of massive hive. We are urgently requesting more information from Professor Tanner, but this result has attracted attention in high places. Due to your efforts, the Senate's Drifter Emergency Commission has authorized the Federation Navy to mobilize for a counterattack. this was made possible by your actions today. As a gesture of our appreciation, the Gallente Federation has awarded you with a bonus in ISK. The money will be useful in your promising career, but it's not all. I've spoken on your behalf with Navy Command, and I've been given special authority to accelerate your Capsuleer training, because I want you to be a part of the counterattack.
Captain, bonus payments and accelerated training are quite unusual for a recruit of your status. It is an honor to be serving with you. I must warn you though, Capsuleer training is the hardest, most complicated training process known to man. Only a fraction of pilots endure it. An accelerated process is going to be very challenging. However, so far you have been performing well. The funds you received are awarded in ISK or interstellar credits. This is the main currency of New Eden and can be used for everything from buying supplies to bribing other Capsuleers. I have highlighted your wallet. You can view your ISK balance there. Remember to close all windows when you are finished using them.
Oh, lots of ISK.
Recruit, your accelerated training is sure going to begin with a vital mission. One of the Federation's advanced research outposts in the region has gone off the grid. This one, recruit, is a black site. The research outpost is a facility where the Sisters of Eve have been working with us. As the rescuer of their people, the Sisters have asked that you be the one to carry out the investigation. You need to prepare for this journey, and Aura will help you get ready.
Captain, I am running different preparation scenarios. Research outposts like these often contain highly sensitive data troves that are securely encrypted. I believe it would be wise to upgrade your ship's capability with a data analyzer module. However, it seems like the Empire's stock of analyzers in this region are fully depleted due to ongoing drifter attacks. After analysis, it is my conclusion you should build one.
So you're gonna build a data analyzer for your mission? Makes sense to me, but you'll need the necessary materials to construct it. The best way to get materials for this is to raid the stores of the local pirates. Those scum have abused the Federation's freedoms and are a blight on our democracy. Still, they're bound to be hoarding supplies, and that means they'll likely have what you need. Now, don't worry too much about how much you confiscate. Think of anything extra as a bonus. Remember, the Federation's laws are enacted for the good of the people. Those of us who defend those laws should be rightly rewarded.
Okay.
Captain, it should come as no surprise that a pirate colony can be a dangerous place to enter alone. Might I suggest an upgrade to your vessel? You have been issued a repair module you can fit on your ship. Additionally, you can improve the effect of your existing afterburner module by training a skill. An acceleration control skill book has also been issued to you for this purpose. Skill training is vital for your progression in New Eden, and the skills you choose will prepare you for your path in the stars. You can view your current skills by opening the highlighted character sheet.
Okay.
You should now retrieve the new module and skill book from your redeemable items by clicking on the highlighted Neocom menu, hovering to Inventory, and clicking Redeem Items. Once there, you can click on the items and select Redeem Selected Items.
Yes.
The items will now be in your inventory in the station's item hangar. This is where all of your modules and items will be stored. The ship hangar will display all of your ships at the current location. You now have the repair module in your inventory ready for use. To view it, open the highlighted Inventory window from the Neocom and select the Item Hangar.
So like that.
To train a new skill, simply drag its skill book from your item hangar into your training queue. You can queue up additional training or train skills you've learned to the next level by hovering over them and selecting Add to Queue. Skill training occurs over time. Now you should upgrade your ship by fitting the repair module to it. To do this, right-click on the module and select Fit to Active Ship. To see what you have fitted on your ship currently, you should click on the ship fitting icon now highlighted. Captain, your Corvette-class ship is now equipped with a repair module, an afterburner for speed, and a civilian weapon system for dealing damage. I now calculate your combat odds against a moderate-sized pirate gang to be at an acceptable level. As the pirates are outlaws in New Eden, there are bounties on their heads. Captain, proceed to neutralize those pirates and earn those bounties. I have highlighted the undock option for you. You should press this when you wish to leave the station and travel the stars.
And this is where I got a black screen previously. Not this time. Nice.
Of the nearest pirate outpost. You should now click on the location marker icon in the info panel.
There you go. And honestly, when we were looking for our home station, I'd almost prefer that they show this option first, or both of them, in your overview and here. And then just say, alternatively, use the operations info panel to warp to the location. So let's get over there. This is a bit more classic tutorial stuff. Find some easy pirates and grab or kill them, I think is going to be the aim. Or should I grab some loot there? All of that to build a data analyzer. You did get a lot of information already so far, so I definitely like the very first part, right? Basic movement and camera stuff, a little bit of shooting, orbiting. After that, this part inside the station is like a huge info dump though. Lots of windows, lots of stuff that's happening.
To be within an acceptable level of safety. However, I did not anticipate the presence of corrosive gases in this area. If you get caught in a gas cloud, your ship will start taking damage. In that case, you should use your afterburner and burn through the clouds to get out as fast as possible. Also remember that you can use your repair module should you take damage to your ship, which you likely will. Captain, you should now approach the highlighted asteroid colony and activate your afterburner. I have calculated this to be the shortest route through the gas cloud.
Okay.
Remember to activate your repair module when you take damage, and switch it off again when you have repaired successfully.
So from that perspective, it's good that I got a little bit of armor damage.
Captain, there are a lot more pirates than I predicted, but
One.
I know you can do this. Remember your training. Approach, lock, orbit, shoot.
Secure the location. Approach, lock, can't do that yet. So 75 kilometers, quite a long way away. You can of course look around a little bit. So destroyed facility. And a narco pusher. And if I press, oh, can't even press lock target here. Not in targeting range. Okay. He's targeting me though. Can I do the look at thing? Look at. There he is. Oh. And he's firing missiles at me. This is actually pretty cool. This view, I mean, you have to admit, this is a pretty cool view. And then you could just right click and look at my ship to get back to my ship. That was definitely pretty cool. And we're still not in range to lock. So, let's see, 30 kilometers? No, still not. Keep afterburning, I guess. Yes, we can lock target. Then we can orbit. And then we can shoot. There we go. Let's start firing. Misses pusher completely. There we go. Bit of shield damage. He's turning around. Now he's taking more damage. And down he goes. Let's grab the loot if I can. Oh, it's just a metal scrap. Probably not worth it. Okay, so I'm going to control click this stuff. If I can, yes. Alright. And start firing. I'm taking more shield damage. Yeah. 2 more narco pushers. Secure the location. Actually get a first tick there. Love the new explosion. Even the little frigates. Pretty cool explosions. This time we're gonna do this on an approach vector. Maybe we can have a better view if they take armor damage. It's not gonna work out. So nice. Whoa, another tree. Alright. Let's go in the general direction. We can of course also use approach. And in the meantime, his quality goes up. Lock. Next lock. And clone jacker bunk. Oh, so a different kind here. Okay. Let's start firing. And I think it's almost inevitable that you'll get some armor damage if you're being attacked by this many, by 3 of them. So we're just gonna start having to repair and keep repairing. Okay, you're next. Yeah, taking some armor damage. So there he is. Cool. Next, zoom out a little bit. And attack. Good stuff. Blop. There we go.
Great job, Captain. I have highlighted the container you need to approach. You should loot its contents and then return to station.
Roger that. Let's do that. Loot the container. Get some minerals. All right.
Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to dock at your HQ. Warp drive active.
There we go. So it's a little, yeah, again, I'm still not sure about the home station and then just pointing at the overview. But at least in this part of the tutorial, they're definitely pointing to the operations info panel here, so that you can have an easy access to instructions, which works exactly like missions. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to try and use this right off the bat. Here's our HQ.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That's the way you deal with pirate scum, recruit. I'm impressed by your diligence. Not only did you eliminate them all, but you also recovered materials that could be put to use in service of the Federation. You should get some advice from Aura on self-reliance and industry in New Eden. Building that analyzer from those materials will be the perfect test run.
Captain, industry jobs are the Capsuleer's way of manufacturing goods for himself. They can be a path to great wealth if you hone your industry skills. You should now have the materials to start production of the data analyzer unit for your upcoming reconnaissance mission to the research facility. I have calculated this to be important. To build this module, you'll first need a data analyzer blueprint, which you can buy from the market with your ISK.
Okay.
Once you have located the item, you should click on it to view the active sell orders. Locate one from the list that says it's available in this station, then right-click and buy.
So you've located the item. So obviously you could just take the data analyzer search, civilian data analyzer blueprints. Someone is already trying to scam. Buy this and price down. There we go, like this. Which maybe they should set this as the default.
You should now right-click on your ship in the station and select Open Cargo Hold. You can use the right-click, select All, to highlight all the items in your cargo hold, and then click and drag them to the Inventory tab marked Item Hanger.
Select All. Not sure where that is. Details, list, icons. And drag them to your item hanger, like that.
In your item hanger, locate the Civilian Data Analyzer blueprint.
Okay.
You can right-click on the blueprint and select Use Blueprint. This will open.
Yo.
To the left, you can see the materials that will be used from your item hanger.
No.
And on the right, you can see the output, which will be your brand new Civilian Data Analyzer module. You should now select Start.
Oh.
This will start the manufacturing process. You
All right.
wanted enough materials from the pirate outpost to make a second Civilian Data Analyzer at a later point. Your blueprint original lets you create unlimited analyzer modules, provided you have the required materials.
So hopefully that delay here is not intentional, because it basically made me worried a little bit. And it's not natural that you have to wait so long for everything to show up. So I hope that is maybe the server acting up a little bit or something like that. But they should show the result right off the bat.
Recruit, your preparation might seem unrelenting, but you'll be thankful it is. I'm insisting on maximum readiness because I'm about to send you into a situation with almost no intel. The Sisters of Eve research outpost has gone completely dark, and we need you to get out there and find out what's gone wrong. Professor Tanner has asked to speak to you. Get whatever intelligence you can from her, okay? Right. I'll connect her to you now.
Captain, I specifically requested you for this recon mission to our research outpost. I had to push this all the way to the Ministry of War. I was adamant that the Sisters would not be of any further assistance if they would not grant me this request. The truth is, Captain, that this outpost is very important. More important than Fleet Commander Tyron realizes. In all honesty, there are few people I can trust these days. The Empire's relationship with the Sisters of Eve has been tense in the past. You saved my life, however, and I feel that I can trust you.
Captain, it seems you are making some intriguing and influential friends. Your next journey will be a little longer than any you have undertaken in the past. The research outpost is one jump from our present position. That means that to get there, you will need to jump through a Stargate. Along the way, many humans enjoy reflecting on the beauty of the cosmos and report feelings of tranquility and wonder, especially in advance of potentially life-threatening situations such as our current mission. No recruit in your position has been allowed to travel this far or use the Stargates. If you become a Capsuleer, you can travel to the deepest sections of low-sec space, hunt for wormholes, or travel with friendly fleets through Stargates. Captain, your Civilian Data Analyzer is now ready. You should open the highlighted industry window, select the Jobs tab, and click Deliver. The module will now be in your inventory under Item Hanger.
Alright, my inventory is open, but I guess I have to re-click this. There we go.
Time to get that module fitted to your ship. Right-click the civilian data analyzer and fit to active ship. Now, you are fully fitted for the research outpost.
Roger
Take
that.
time to undock.
Let's do that.
Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to set your destination. Now you should select the highlighted autopilot button. Autopilot engaged.
Bit of a mistake in my opinion
Once your ship
again.
comes to a stop in the next system, click on the location marker icon in the info gate. Warp drive. This will take you to the research outpost.
Okay, so it's probably a bit controversial, right, using the autopilot, because you would never tell someone to actively use the autopilot when they're playing Eve, but on the other hand, I've had a few friends that tried Eve Online, and of course I had to try to explain them the game a little bit when they first came in, and to one of them, explaining the concept of having to jump through a Stargate to the next system. He was really not an experienced gamer, but that was a pain in the butt to do. And so the autopilot will basically show him for the first time that he warps to a Stargate
Approaching Stargate.
and then approaches the Stargate and jumps through. So basically the entire concept of that, the symbol of a Stargate right here, is something that will take you to a completely new system in the game. I'm not sure what exactly his thinking was, but someone who is not used to EVE Online or maybe to sci-fi games and the concept of Stargates in systems may have a really hard time just figuring out what we mean by jumping to another system. And so, right, what would I have to do here? It's not always as intuitive as for us veteran EVE players. So maybe doing the first jump on the autopilot from that perspective would make sense, because now you're actually just watching what happens. And hopefully by then they realize that they can just follow these steps closely. Which I think, if you make it this far, you'll understand that the operations info panel is basically really what you should keep a close eye on and where your exact instructions will be. Although again, we've also seen that it's not 100% either when it told us to click on something else, something completely different than the task here. So it's still not 100%, but so far at least it's working, and we are 43 minutes in to get to the Sisters of Eve outpost. We did our first jump. I think it's okay.
You know, you should consider yourself lucky, recruit. Even though the Gallente Federation is vast and contains hundreds of star systems, many people never even get off their home planet. Not only that, but you were on your way to becoming an independent capsuleer, able to pilot your own ships. That's a very special status, recruit. Earn it. Here we are, recruit. You're about to take a step into a dead zone. No pilot in your position has ever been allowed to enter a place like this. The fact is, these sites are always placed in some of the strangest and most obscure areas of New Eden. And in fact, I have no idea what you are about to encounter here. Keep your eyes open.
Captain, you should now approach the gate. When you are close enough, hold down your left mouse button on the gate and select Activate from the radial menu.
So there we go. Just activate the gate so we can go straight to that normally. Afterburner for a little bit of speed, and let's see what's behind the gate. Maybe also, yeah, the overview starts off pretty limited. Maybe open that up a little bit. I don't think that's a bad thing to do. And here we go.
Warp drive active.
Info shard. Lots of wrecks again.
This is worse than I expected. Another fleet destroyed. The drifters have been allowed to go too far. I need to know what happened here. We had no word at all that a fleet was in combat at this location. All I know is there should be a Sisters of Eve outpost there. Let's hope it's intact and hold some answers. Make your way to it now, but stay alert for hostiles.
Captain, this site is quite unusual, and it is enormous. In order for you to save time, you might want to activate your afterburner to travel faster through it. However, stay alert, because this is uncharted territory. The Sisters of Eve have been doing some unusual research here, which does not show up in records accessible to me. We don't know what the drifters were doing here. Be very careful, Captain. You should locate the info shard on your overview and approach it.
Right. Whoa, 120 kilometers. That's a lot.
Continue to approach the info shard. We need you to be within close proximity. Remember to stop your ship when you reach the shard.
Okay, so we get to enjoy the scenery. That's not a Gallente ship. I don't think. That is one. More just, oh, drifter ship as well. Look at that, lovely drifter wreck here, passing us by. Cool. A Mar battleship wreck. So yeah, it's a combination fleet. Very interesting. Minmatar. Kaldari. Yeah. Something just blew up. And good atmosphere, I would say. Almost, I don't know if you saw the trailer for the Crimson Harvest, where they teased the Blood Raider capital ships and supers, which was pretty damn cool. It gave a very, very strong homeworld vibe to it, right? You've got this mystery, you've got these atmospheric sounds, and you've got this hazy place now that could be haunted, basically, like one of the graveyards in one of the missions from Homeworld, basically, where I think some strange salvagers would constantly grab your biggest ships, which was a pretty annoying thing to do when you had saved up and captured all of the enemy big ships. But this is, I feel, atmosphere done right. You have the feeling that something ominous happened here, lots of dead people, and yeah, you have to fly through it to get to this, which is pretty cool looking. So you get the info shard, but here in the back, that's a sleeper. Yeah, sleeper thermoelectric converter. So strange that they have all these info shards here. The destroyed fleet makes a bit more sense, but to find actual sleeper stuff here, which we can again look at, is pretty weird. Look at that.
Recruit, your sensor feed is showing some strange signatures circling the outpost, but I can't get a clear image. Can you see anything unusual around the outpost? Maybe the drifters are generating interference. Watch yourself. You're my only set of eyes and ears out there.
Captain, for your ears only, I am afraid the drifters may have hacked our outpost. That could give them access to ship FTL comms and navigation systems we've been developing. Theoretically, it might give them access to some of the ships we've installed prototypes in. It looks like our outpost is relatively intact. You are going to have to try to hack into its mainframe to extract some information on what happened here. Be careful.
Captain, if the outpost is still intact, it will have to be hacked. It's a good thing you prepared by bringing a data analyzer.
No need to be so smug.
Process, but mastering it can give you access to a lot of wealth in some of the deep and hidden pockets of New Eden. Let me walk you through the process. Captain, you should now lock target on the info shard. You should now activate the civilian data analyzer on the info shard.
Let's hope I don't bounce off too far. Should be okay.
You are now attempting to hack into the info shard. You should select encrypted nodes until you locate the system core. After you click a node, the numbers that appear will indicate your proximity to the core. You may come across defensive software on your route. You should click on it until you deactivate the firewall.
There we go.
Now you have successfully hacked into the info shard. You should retrieve the cargo.
Unknown sequence.
What in the name of... The site just lit up like Crystal Boulevard. Professor Tanner, have you ever seen anything like this? Is this your tech?
Nope.
No, Fleet Commander. I have never seen anything like this before.
Neither have I, in
suggest
fact.
the captain get out of there as fast as possible.
No question about that, Professor. Recruit, our tripwire sensor net just picked up a giant drifter fleet on course for your location. I don't know what you just activated, but it's calling up a storm. She may only be a scientist, but I agree with the Professor's assessment. Get out before that storm arrives.
Okay, cool.
To travel to a safe spot, click the location marker icon in the info panel.
Let's do that.
Warp drive active.
And away we go. Yeah. Never seen that before myself. So, very cool. Away we go. And I definitely like that they are introducing you to the hacking minigame already, because it is, of course, I think one of the better professions that you can do as a new player if you want some ISK, is to go exploring in something like an Imicus or an exploration frigate. It gets you in different spaces, and you can find great riches as well.
If I hadn't seen you pull off some impressive stunts already, I'd suspect you of being some kind of double agent. What you've uncovered here is a feast of intelligence. The data that you just extracted looks like it includes key codes to activate the jump gate to the Drifter Hive's location. If you can get these to our fleet, we could use them to unlock the gate to the Hive. You are going to be the toast of the fleet.
Captain, congratulations on finding the Drifter gate codes. That is amazing work. The Drifters must have been trying to link our outpost to their network through that gate. But there's something else that worries me. I navigated through some of the data when you brought me the mainframe online, and it's worse than I thought. I suspect the Drifters may have hijacked one of the capital ships carrying our prototype systems. In their hands, it poses a great threat. Luckily, the ship may be vulnerable to stasis webbing. It could slow it down to a halt. Captain, I'm gonna upload to Aura instructions on how to fit your ship with a stasis webifier the next time you're in station. That will improve your capabilities out there.
Recruit, our comms keep getting blocked by Professor Tannen. I hope you're extracting some useful intel on the Drifters and not indulging in gossip about holo actors. No, but seriously, I want to show you something. I'm sending Aura some coordinates. Get there soon, Recruit. I think you're going to like this.
Captain, the commander has uploaded the location of the forward operating base. This should prove interesting. Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to travel to the forward operating base. Active.
Let's go. So this of course mirrors very closely the experience in any of the other races. I think I've heard almost all the commanders by now, and the Minmatar one I think is my preferred one, because she makes more sense. She's also a bit more direct, fluent. The Amar one, well, he felt appropriately pompous and zealous for a religious nutter. And the Kaldari one, I can't really remember that much. I think she's very businesslike, but...
To activate the gate to enter the forward operating base.
Right, we can do that. Are we at 0? Well, we're in range this time, which is good. An erect Jalan looking site, which is very nice. So they are showing off some of the cool assets here. Off we go. And here we land on an asteroid citadel with a fleet at the ready. Pretty cool stuff.
Behold, a swift spearhead of the Gallente Federation. Our fleet. The strike force that will take the fight to the drifters. Dreadnoughts, battleships, cruisers, and frigates are all being prepared for action at our Ostrahus Citadel forward operating base. All soon to be equipped with the gate key codes you recovered, which will land our fleet in their front yard. Recruit, I don't usually do this, but it's going to take a few minutes to upload the jump gate keys from your mainframe. I suggest you fly down there and introduce yourself. The way a few of the captains have been talking, you're a lucky charm, and I'd like that luck to rub off. And enjoy the perspective while you can. If you make Naval Capsuleer, you might command any one of these ships someday. I can tell you they're even more interesting when you're in control. Aura, help our favorite recruit get a clear sense of the power on display before us.
Captain, the assembled strike force includes several ship classes you'll often encounter in New Eden. You can take a closer look at any of the ships by using the radial menu to select Look At. Remember to refocus your camera by right-clicking and select Look at My Ship.
Damn, recruit. Took me 6 months before I posted my first confirmed kill.
All right, fleet, calm down. Our hero of the hour is going to stick around while we upload the key codes from his ship. Then the Federation has a special surprise for him back at base. The Gallente take care of their heroes. Am I right, fleet?
Affirmative, Fleet Commander.
Captain, the upload is going to take a while. In the meantime, take a look at our Astrahus forward operating base. It's a citadel-type structure. Citadels are the biggest structures in New Eden that Capsuleers can build. These massive cities are quite the sight to look at. Since you have to kill some time while the key codes are uploading to the fleet, you have a perfect opportunity to practice some of your maneuvering skills. You can try manual piloting by double-clicking anywhere in space, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard for a unique piloting experience.
All right, recruit. The upload is complete and the fleet is almost war ready. But while the last preparation steps are going down, I'm going to suggest you return to base and pick up that special item I was talking about a minute ago. Sounds good, doesn't it? Trust
Yep.
me,
Skill training
it's better than you
completed.
think.
When you are ready, fly to the forward point, next to the Dreadnought-class vessel.
Approach, okay. Not sure, I suspect you would put in drones or something at least. It's good that you don't have to confirm anymore, so you just drag and there they go, we're training. Don't want to waste too much time on that. Don't want to click her away. Passing just above mighty Hyperion battleship. Sorry about the pain there, Hyperion Captain. Should of course also activate my afterburner. 19 kilometers.
When you are ready to return to HQ, click on the location marker icon. Now turn your autopilot on.
See this here, I'll be honest, I would prefer that they didn't do that.
Autopilot engaged.
The first jump is okay,
When
but
you
now
reach your destination,
I would
and
rather that they say
autopilot switches
look
off,
for the gate on the
click on the
overview,
location
click
marker
activate or
indicating
jump
that
and
stop
go like
test
that.
drive active.
So yeah, not sure about the autopilot here. The first one, okay. This one, I would just go with use the overview and go at 0, because this is again going to cost us a little bit of time, and you don't want to use this further in your EVE career. So here, honestly, I would have switched to just use the overview. But well, for now, since I don't want this to go wrong either, I'm just going to follow the steps. And basically we are going back now, and we are 1 hour in. That's okay, it's a decently long experience, but it's not... Yeah, maybe it feels maybe like a little bit slow paced, but that is probably my perspective because of course I've been playing the game for quite a while. So I'm gonna activate the afterburner. Yeah, let's see if I can disable this. Press jump, go, go. Because we want speed and power. Rodent police. Rodent skins, very nice. Here we go. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. The second jump, just don't use the autopilot. Tell them to jump and to dock at the HQ.
Warp drive active.
So off we go. Demonic powers is here as well. Show info, can I see anything? Oh, it's actually not a new character, I don't think.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay.
Recruit, I have very high standards for my trainees, and you have repeatedly exceeded them. I have therefore decided to approve you for participation in the counter-strike against the Drifters.
Alright.
Operation Liberty Spear. Consider this your final test, before reaching Naval Capsuleer status. Now, I hope you don't think I'm going to let you go into the line with the trainees Velotor-class Corvette you've been flying around all day. No, recruit. The Gallente Federation always takes care of the people who fight for its freedoms. I'm now awarding you with a new ship to participate in my strike operation. I think you are really going to like the added ass-kicking power it brings. I'm also giving you some upgraded modules to fit to it. Now, the only thing left is to acquire the skills to efficiently fly your new darling. The operation can't wait for much longer, so let's speed things up with a skill injector. Normally these things would set you back a small fortune, but this one is on me. Fit wisely, recruit. We're heading up against an unpredictable enemy that has often surprised us. Bora, guide our recruit through using the injector.
Oh, okay.
Captain, you have been awarded with a new frigate. This ship is a considerable upgrade from your Corvette. Your new frigate gives you far more flexibility in how the vessel is outfitted. For your upcoming combat, I suggest using the afterburner and repair module you have already mastered. Additionally, you have been rewarded with some upgraded modules for your ship, including a few additional weapons. They must be very impressed with you since they have also awarded you a mini skill injector. These are usually only reserved for fully qualified capsuleers, but it is my assessment that you can handle a mini injector without major risk to your limbic system. Probably. Skill injectors are devices capable of transneural scanning and can lay synaptic patterns down in new combinations with skillbook data. What this means is that if you like learning fast, these are for you. Now, let's go through how we can optimally set up your ship for the combat ahead. Professor Tannen has advised that you fit your ship with a stasis webifier, and you should not take that suggestion lightly, Captain. You should collect all your rewards by checking your redeemable items under the Neocom menu and Inventory tab. You can move those to your item hanger by selecting them and clicking Redeem Selected Items.
So I think that this is why you don't want to have other skills training and why they're not adding it. So first of all, redeem items. We get lots of goodies. Yes.
Open your inventory and select Captain, double-click on your new mini skill injector and confirm the injection.
Yes.
Open your character sheet to use your unallocated skill points. I suggest you search for Frigate and drag your Empire's Frigate skill into the training queue. When you've done that, find the Apply Skill Points button and click it. Your Frigate skill will have advanced a level.
Okay.
Skill training completed. Captain, it's time to use your new ship. In your inventory, select your ship hangar. There you will see you are currently in your corvette. Right-click your active ship and click Leave Ship.
Okay.
You should now right-click your new frigate and select Assemble Ship. This will finalize the last preparations and calibrate your vessel so you can pilot it. Right-click your new ship and select Make Active.
Okay.
Right-click your old corvette and select Repackage. This will remove the modules fitted to that ship and make it easier to transport in the future. It's now time to fit your new ship with modules. Open your inventory and go to Item Hangar. You will want to fit weapons, an afterburner, a stasis webifier, and your repair module. To fit, right-click on each of the modules and select Fit to Active Ship. You should then open your...
The fleet is at the gate, recruit. You know the objectives. Destroy the Hive, remove the threat. With the Drifter incursion pushed back, the Federal Navy can get back to securing our borders and the freedom of travel for our people. We can't really lose more resources from establishing a proper military containment in the Caldari state. I must say that I'm hoping to learn more about the Drifters from this attack. It's vital to determine why they have been attacking us and removing all survivors. We have lost too many citizens.
He sounds a bit sad.
You should now undock and click on the location marker icon in the info panel.
Okay,
And then
not sure
activate
if,
your
again, if
autopilot.
people are going to have the reflex of adding more skills, but for an alpha character it probably doesn't matter that much. Set destination.
When you reach your destination, click on the next location marker in the info panel to travel to the site.
Okay, and this time
Active.
they're not telling us to activate the autopilot, so at least that's okay. Maybe the first 2 trips make some sense, but for 3 jumps I don't think I'd want the autopilot, so let's go. And let's take a look at the final battle, of course, in the Drifter Hive. But okay, Incursus, nice ship here, look at that, the civilian guns. Off we go. Next.
Warp drive active.
And so far performance looks quite okay, I would say. Still 60 frames per second. Of course the final battle could be the bigger test, but so far, yeah, 0 dropped frames as well on the recording, so it's looking good. Let's get going. The center of gravity for the ship feels a little bit weird here. It's been a long time since I've flown an Incursus, so this is the redesigned one. Looks cool. Looks cool. Off we go. Next.
Warp drive active.
There we go. And yeah, last jump. Good. Travel to the system. Strange that it says yes when you only set up the destination. And now travel to the gate, warp to the location. Oh, there we go. So even if you would be clicking on this part to try and get to the gate before you're in system, you're just going to keep setting your destination. So it shows that you have to fly there. Alright, still works. And now, of course, comes the big battle. Let's sit up straight and let's see what this has to offer. Whoa.
Alright, recruit. Here's the gate. The spatial rift that will lead to the Drifter Hive. Our fleet just jumped in moments ago, so you'll be in good company. The best, in fact. And believe me, you are going to need it.
When you're ready, you should approach the spatial rift and activate the gate using the radial menu.
And here is the Drifter Gate, or the Ori Gate, from a bit reminiscent of the Ori Gate from Stargate. I think that's okay. It's definitely cool, pretty unique, looks mightily impressive, and for sci-fi fans, this should be exactly what you want to see when you're first trying EVE Online here. Lots of mysterious stuff. The Drifters have their own unique feel to them, and their own architecture, stuff like this. It definitely gives you an idea that, man, we're dealing with something pretty serious. So all we have to do is go through this gate. This actually makes it look like a gate as well. You've got this strange hue here, and then the spatial rift. Pretty cool. So here we are, tiny ship in this huge gate. And up we're catapulted forward. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, 60 frames per second, that looks good. Maybe I'll just do this.
Welcome to the fight, recruit.
For the
Put on a show.
to add the information.
Attention, fleet. This is Fleet Commander Terrell.
Whoa.
By authority of the Senate, I'm assuming tactical command of the Drifter Strike
Let's
Force.
move, just in case.
Aye, Fleet Commander.
Listen up, Capsuleers. Here's the situation. The Drifter fleet is counter-attacking from positions around the edge of this zone. If you miss the enormous ring of spikes and inhuman technology, let me be the first to introduce you to the Drifter Hive. It's pouring out the Drifter
Whoa.
Seekers like they're going out of style.
Whoa.
This is one fashion I want stamped out, but we can only do it if we break through their defense forces. Recruit, what are you waiting for? You know the drill. Approach, lock, orbit, destroy. I need you to start handling those Seekers. So the plan is this. We will take out their fleet to clear a path to the Hive. Battleship wings, you are the spear tip that breaks their ranks. Cruisers, support the flanks of the big boys and be ready to provide E-War support. Frigates, I need your dogfighting skills. You guys have to keep any Seekers or drones off the backs of the ships of the line and their support squadrons. Every shot will count, and I need every ship in the fight for as long as possible. Follow the lead of your commanders and maintain fire discipline.
Affirmative, Fleet Commander.
The hell is this place? Seem to be assembling.
Holy crap, this is pretty cool.
And they're using our people as parts? We better eliminate these monsters. This kind of atrocity is just beyond disturbing.
Fleet Commander, we are intercepting transmissions from the Hive to the fleet.
Analyzing. Encrypted base 12 in a trinary data format. A bit complex for battle comps. Recruit, come in. The Sisters of Eve Research Outpost was developing sophisticated FTL communications technology. And around the time the facility went offline, we lost communications with the Liberty. I should have seen this coming. This is what the Drifters were doing at that outpost. Recruit, I need you to intercept that capital ship as soon as possible, and I need you to slow it down. The FNS Liberty is an Inatsu-class force auxiliary. It's a recent development, and a very powerful support ship, and it's heading towards the Drifter fleet. If it joins up with them, their formations will be reinforced so strongly, we might not be able to punch our fleet through. I don't know how you thought of it.
Whoa, look
but
at
for
that.
some reason you have fitted your ship with a stasis webifier. That is precisely the tool we need for this task. Halt that ship, recruit. That is a priority command.
Roger that. So we're going after the capital ship that has basically been hacked.
As soon as possible, start approaching the highlighted capital ship and use your afterburner to get there before it joins the enemy fleet.
Oh my god, this is cool. This is definitely cool. And it puts you in a big fight. It feels pretty chaotic. I mean, it's definitely my EVE experience that has basically allowed me to get through this pretty smoothly, but you'll be pretty impressed and wonder, man, which reds should I start shooting at? What am I supposed to do here? As drifter battleships blow up left and right. I wish we could see some Gallente forces blow up as well. Am I in range now? Yeah. Alright, well, he's not really moving very quickly, but let's do an orbit.
Use your stasis webifier to slow the ship down, and then activate your primary weapons.
Oh, he wants us to do this first. Slow down the capital ship. The range is 10 kilometers. So let's actually approach so we can do this as quickly as possible. Here they are all firing at that huge fax machine. Just look at these shield effects. Very, very cool. That's done. Orbit.
Reinforcements are on their way, Captain. Keep your web on it and keep firing. We need to destroy that ship.
Alright, and then we're going to solo the capital fax machine, although supposedly with the help of the rest of the fleet, of course. You can see all that incoming fire, but you're the one that's actually doing damage here, of course. And he's whipped. Very cool. Look at the Gallente formation here, all firing at it. And over there we got another drifter battleship that's going down. So awesome. Now here, we're getting through the shields. First bit of armor damage showing up. We're being attacked though. Let's target these guys. But our focus is the capital ship, I guess. Maybe optimal range. 5,000. Let's try that. Even more seekers coming in. We're going to quickly do a couple of guns on them. Spread my fire. Not the best, but here it should be alright. So there we go now. Firing at everything we've got in the middle of the battle. That's one down. That's another one down. Focus back on the Ninazu. He's almost in structure. Doesn't matter a lot. 9, 10 damage, that's pretty much what you can do. As we take some more shield hits from the damn Seekers. Come on, Gallente forces, help me out here. Blop. Oh.
Outstanding work, fleet. Recruit, return to the main formation and begin burning down that hive. We must stop the flow of these Seekers. Fleet, we've breached their defensive lines and scattered the enemy units. Scanning the hive now. All captains, once we have this data, we'll concentrate fire on its core. All forces, find a clear shot on the hive.
Locate the hive on your overview and approach it. It's time to rejoin the fleet. Don't forget to use your afterburner and stop your ship when you reach the hive.
Drifter hive. Approach. Okay. Any more of these guys?
And destroy the Circadian Seekers near the hive.
Alright, apparently I'm a little bit too fast for these guys, so we're going to unlock this. Unlock that. And yeah, we're not in range just yet. But it shows where we have to go, so that's good. Just keep going forward. We're leaving those guys behind. Here's the whole fleet. You can actually see the little vectors. They're all heading straight for the central hive here. This is what it looks like completely zoomed out. Huge hive, and not sure what exactly this is, but looks pretty cool. but ominous. Okay, couple more seekers here. 30 kilometers. And so far, right, performance pretty good. Can't complain about any of this. Looking good. Let's see. 30. Yeah, I can target you. I can target you. Not sure what that is. Target you as well. Let's spread the fire around like that. Firing at all of them. As they mean business. Okay, good hits on the first one. Those guys are now coming in range. Do your work. Plop. That one goes down. We're shooting straight for the Hive.
Now it's time to lock your targets on the Hive and fire your primary weapons.
Okay, Drifter Hive, lock targets. Fire my primary weapons. We can do that. Those guys blew up. And yep, we're doing damage. Look at how absolutely huge this is. There's the Gallente fleet coming in. Love the Hyperions. Look at that.
Recruits, I've just finished a primary system survey of the Drifter Hive database. The place is like a slaughterhouse combined with a machine shop. Bodies go in, machines come out. They produce thousands of seekers and we're building up the capacity to make millions. Now I know the Drifter emergency isn't over, but I want you to know that your actions have saved countless lives. When this battle is over and the next begins, I'd consider it an honor to have you in my fleet. Now, when the Hive core is finally breached, the explosion will be massive. I'm pulling back the fleet to a safe zone. I'm leaving you with the task of striking the death blow. This is a path to immortality, and you've earned it, recruit. The sacrifice of your body for the liberty of your friends will be remembered. On behalf of the Federation, as of now, I, Fleet Commander Cole Torrell, promote you to the grade of Naval Capsuleer of the Gallente Federation, and grant you full Capsuleer privileges under the Uli Convention. You've earned your immortality and independence, Capsuleer. It has been a privilege to work with an operative like you. We would not have accomplished what we did today if it wasn't for you. Welcome to immortality, Capsuleer.
There we go. We can keep firing. The fleet is pulling back. So now we should see their victors. Well, not all of them are turning around just yet. As we sacrifice ourselves and actually become a clone. Which is how I would have ended this as well, of course. You actually die and then are reborn as an actual Capsuleer. So there we go. We'll zoom out, I think. Yeah, we're looking good. So here is the Drifter Hive. Let's go like this. That. Whoa. And this is where we die. We actually die. Holy cool.
Congratulations, Captain. You have become an independent Capsuleer. This means you will now earn your own way in the world of New Eden. Your mentor would not leave you empty-handed, though. There is a new mining ship in your redeemable items, with the necessary skill books and modules to use it successfully for mining operations. There is also a blueprint, so you can rebuild the ship you so nobly sacrificed in battle. Before I fully activate the ship to your command, I would like to leave you with one final suggestion. Go visit the career agents. As you progress so quickly through your training, you may still want to fine-tune your skills. The career agents are also a great way to earn more rewards. It has been a pleasure to guide you through this challenging process, Captain. Fly safe, Capsuleer.
And that
Click
basically...
on the highlighted Eve help icon in the Neocom and select Show Career Agents.
Gallente package. Gallente Inception package. This package has been awarded for a selfless and remarkable actions on behalf of the Gallente Federation. This meticulously constructed strongbox is hermetically sealed. Disintegrate. Okay. Open container. So you get a blueprint. Okay, that's weird. I get a venture as well. I get Inkers. Oh, there we go. You get Salvager 1, very nice, and Miner 1, Miner Laser Upgrade 1. Finish. And these are also, I think, the containers that they're aiming to add in the game for the new mining NPCs. But there you go, guys. The new player experience, basically up to the point where you're asked to go to the classical career agents, which for any new player that watches this, I highly recommend that you do those, because it means a good amount of ISK, new ships, more skills. Definitely worth going for the career agents, at least after you do this first experience in EVE Online. And after that, you can see all of the adverts for corporations running in the background there. I highly recommend trying to choose and find a corporation and yeah, have fun in EVE Online. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.